The alleged sexual violence happened multiple times. The latest landing J. Daniel Fama Netadog in prison on charges of third and fourth degree criminal sexual conduct. It happened at the young adult home, a shelter at Sanctuary Incorporated. Court documents giving chilling details. The victim, only 21, says the first incident happened on April 2nd. She told authorities she was getting ready to sleep in the living room when the suspect approached her, hugged her, and touched her all over her body. He then brought her to his room, accused of forcing himself onto her, even after she told him no. The suspect responding, quote, "You have no choice. You can't refuse it. You have to do the things I tell you to do." She tried to get away, but that's when the suspect grabbed her, threw her on the bed, took off her pants, and digitally penetrated her before he forced her to have sex. It didn't stop there. On April 19th, the suspect asked the victim to follow him to the garden. She thought it was to apologize, but he demanded sex. He told her, quote, "I'm crazy. I have a crazy mind. I'm psycho, and I have a sex problem. And you better not say anything. You know what I'm gonna do." The suspect pulled her pants down and covered her mouth to prevent the victim from screaming for help. The next day, the suspect is accused of shoving the woman into the sanctuary van, where he digitally penetrated her. Then on April 24th, he goes to the victim's room, locks the door, and starts rubbing her genitals over her clothing as he rubbed himself. The final assault on May 14th inside the laundry room, where the suspect locked the door and pulled the victim by the hair, forcing his private parts into her mouth. Investigators also learned that on April 24th, a second victim, 24 years old, asked the suspect to pop her back. That's when he allegedly touched her genitals and inner thigh. She was able to push him away. Guam police say their investigation found 3 victims were sexually assaulted on separate occasions at Sanctuary. Executive Director Therese Areola says Netadog's stay at Sanctuary's young adult transition shelter was immediately terminated. This type of conduct, she assures, is taken seriously, especially since Sanctuary works to be a safe space for children of abuse.
We have zero tolerance for such acts here at Sanctuary, as the community should have. We should not tolerate acts of violence of any kind, any form. And Sanctuary has done so much good work here in the community, and this is an unfortunate situation that will be dealt with, and it won't stop us from continuing the good work we do in the community.
Areola says the priority is working with in-house counselors and community partners to get care to victims who she called courageous for speaking up and preventing further violence. We should note Netadog was on pretrial release for a separate family violence case, where he is accused of arguing with the victim, shoving her face, and scratching her neck. Prison records also show he has a 2015 assault and family violence case. Meantime, Areola confirmed Sanctuary is increasing safeguards already in place. That includes ramping up routine bed checks and placing cameras in shared spaces of the shelter to catch any illegal activity. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Turlahi.